Whitfield.
Thank you. All right, here's a song I've never recorded. My son is 28 now. I wrote this when he was an infant, and I used to play it for him when his eyelids were getting heavy. I rarely play it because it's a little, well, you'll see. Right. Does it sound like you remember it? It's hard to play.
Was that 5 or 6 frets?
I don't know. I want to do a song I wrote for Robin. We have this argument all the time we argue all the time. And our argument is, it'll start out innocent, I love you. And the other one says, I love you more. And it's like, I love you most. I love you so much more. It's a good argument to have, but I think I win because I wrote this song. You don't know what you are to me. You don't know. You would not believe the you I see. You don't know, but you think you do, and you think that it's me for you, but it's you for me. It's not like we never loved before, but this kind of love is so much more than enough. You don't know what I see in you, even so, just Just the thought of you can make me smile. It's not like we never loved before, but this kind of love is so much more than enough. You don't know what you mean to me. You don't know that you were everything I had in mind. Know that I'm gonna love you till I die, and beyond until the end of time. See? I win. This one is about, well, you'll figure it out. Yesterday I heard another sad account of how two lovers found that they had let each other do the other wrong. A love they knew would last forever could have kept them both together, but now they're thinking something better just might come along. And they think that it's themselves they're living for. But every sun that rises sees them cry a little more. But I believe it doesn't have to be that way. Love is won or lost by little things along the way. Don't count on equal giving, or you wind up keeping score. And you wonder why you don't laugh anymore. So I asked them how it came to be. Was it lies or jealousy, or a case of infidelity that ended everything? But neither one could say just when they came to know they were not friends. I guess how love begins and ends depends on little things. When we think that it's ourselves we're living for, then every sun that rises sees us sink a little more. But I believe it doesn't have to be that way. Love is won or lost by little things along the way. Don't count on equal giving, or you wind up keeping score. And you wonder why you don't laugh anymore. And I believe it doesn't have to be that way. Love is won or lost by little things along the way. Don't count on equal giving, or you wind up keeping score. And you wonder why you don't laugh anymore. and you wonder why you don't laugh anymore. Oh, and you wonder why you don't laugh anymore. Thank you. This was on Nooney's list, and Gaby wanted to hear this too, so I'm going to do it. I miss my front porch, I miss my backyard, I miss my oak tree, I miss my old heart. I miss the soft light spilling down the hall. But most of all, I miss you loving me. I miss the fireplace on a winter's night. I miss the feeling that all the world is right. I miss the future and all that it might be. But most of all, I miss you loving me. It's a lot that you have asked of me, to say goodbye to everything. They say the heart knows what it needs. I know that's true of mine. I miss the promise of growing old with you. I miss the thousand things that we will never do. I miss the happy man that I used to be. But most of all, I miss you loving me. It's a lot that you have asked of me, to say goodbye to everything. They say the heart knows what it needs. I know that's true of mine. I miss the pictures hanging on the wall. I miss the kitchen. Hell, I miss it all. I'm letting go, but it is killing me. 'Cause most of all, I miss you loving me. This letting go is slowly killing me. 'Cause most of all, I miss you loving me. Thank you. I'll do a couple of really, really old songs. I haven't recorded these either, but they were written back in 76. I was going through a similar downtime. and really just learning how to, put that in a song back in the day. So the chord progressions in these may be a little simpler than. Middle of night when everyone's sleeping, I lie with you in my head, living what used to be, thinking of you and me, mumbling what I should have said, dancing along in my memory, we are drowning in each other's songs, planning on making it work in the long run, having each other when we have grown old. Practicing lines that will never be spoken, giving myself all the cues, swallowing pride, and I'm constantly choking, wanting to want someone new. But the day is unbearably real to me, of your absence I'm always aware, and I wonder what's in it for me in the long run, wonder if part of you still even cares. I'll be reminded again and again of someone I was yesterday. I ended up growing, and I, without knowing, stood up and stumbled away. What do you know, I still have tomorrow, and so much of you left in me, that I wonder what's in it for me in the long run. Could it be maybe that I am the strong one, waiting for someone to make the long run with me? Thank you. All right, well, let's do this. Let's do this old one first, and then I'll do this one that's embarrassingly new. This is called Another One of You. Wrong key, right? I thought that was weird. You came to me, you gave your love, and so completely knocked me off my feet. I know that if I ever meet another one of you, with all I've learned without you, I would know the things to do to make it last a lifetime. It's been done. It's the ones who want it bad enough who win out in the end, and those of us who never really try to love again just never seem to win. But another one of you would give my life a purpose. Another one of you. I'm tired of living on the surface. Well, I've got to find again the things I found in you were both a lover and a friend. I wish that you believed it could be done. It's the ones who want it bad enough who win out in the end, and those of us who wait for love to pass us by again just never seem to win. But another one of you would give me some incentive to start it all anew, and I would have a chance to prove that I am one of those who really wants it bad enough, and though it never shows, what I would give to find another you. All right, so I gotta do this new. Yeah. There ain't nothing like a back porch and a second cup of coffee on a summer Sunday morning with the radio on. And my thoughts tend to wander to nowhere in particular while I begin to hum along to an old love song. I wonder what it'd be like if I ever won the lottery. I wonder what I'd spend that kind of money on, 'cause there's nothing on my wish list that could top what I'm looking at, 'cause I've had it all along. I know I'm a simple man, and I like to have my downtime. Not much holds a candle to a lazy afternoon. I don't recall the last time I was ever in a hurry, and I don't recall the last time that I wanted something new. The old car's running pretty well, got a little money put away, and the woman that I love knows the words to my songs. Can't say that's anything that I really gotta have, 'cause I've had it all along. Shit, there's another page. That's not to say I don't enjoy a road trip now and then, but it don't take too long before I'm headed home again. To the glider on my back porch, and a cold can of Heineken, and the woman that I dream about sitting by my side. We listen to the birds sing as the sun slowly fades away, and the day begins to give way to another summer night. Some say that I might be a little undermotivated, but I tend to disagree. I believe they're wrong, 'cause there's nothing that I really need that I don't already have. I've had it all along. I got to the end of the first page and I thought, I know there's a bridge. And then I looked underneath this drum and I thought, there's the bridge. That was weird. This is the most comfortable gig ever. Here's the ones off of Nooney's list that I haven't done yet. Daddy Loves You. When You Smile at Me, I have to do that for Claire. God, have you heard her version of that? I could play it 100 times a day and never get that good. It is so good. All My Days to Come. She's charging me interest.
You're not over that one, yeah.
I think that when you say grandma's song, you're talking about safekeeping? Yeah, okay. So there's 5. And then Reno wanted to hear Life Well Lived. So can you handle 6 more? Is that okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
At least.
Maybe I'll do this dad thing, father thing, back to back. It'll be a double shot of parenthood. So I wrote this when my kid was little, and I was afraid that he'd grow up and not want to hug me anymore. But it didn't work out that way. I get hugs all the time. He's 28. He hugs me in front of his friends. So all my fears were unfounded, but I got a song out of it. So. Seems like only days when half asleep I'd hear you come awake and cry. Stumbling to your room, I'd find the table light, and you might need a change or just the company, and I would be there singing, Daddy Loves You. And now I see you grow with every passing day. I can see it in your eyes and in the things you say, and the way I fill with pride with every victory makes me want to shout, your daddy loves you. And I hold these times so dear. You return my hugs and kisses, never thinking maybe this is something boys don't do. For the time will come, I fear, when shaking hands replaces tender father-son embraces, 'cause that's what grown men do. But Daddy loves you, though each act of independence carries you away. I guess nature wouldn't have it any other way. For a father's greatest gift is in the letting go, while he softly cries, your daddy loves you. And I hold these times so dear, in your unrestrained affection I can see my own reflection in your smiling eyes. For the time will come, I fear, when shaking hands replaces loving father-son embraces, 'cause that's what grown men do. But Daddy loves you, though each act of independence carries you away. I guess nature wouldn't have it any other way. For a father's greatest gift is in the letting go, while he softly cries, your daddy loves you. All right, so I played this cowboy church last Sunday on Father's Day. It was like, Robin, I have good news and bad news. Good news is I think we're going to be able to get together with Nick for lunch. Bad news is we have to be in Llano at 10 to play a cowboy church. But it was fun, and it was Father's Day, and so I did that last one, went over big. You know, it's the one day, it's like playing, you know, a Sousa song on July 4th. That song works on Father's Day better than anything. And then this one also. Turns out I didn't have to come up with much beyond these two. This one I wrote for my dad, and I have incredible dad. Amazing. You just trust me. He's something. And so this was a Father's Day gift for him a couple of years ago, I guess. Called A Life Well Lived. This was for Reno. He got his hair cut too.
I did it.
I was raised by good example. I was shown instead of told how a life well lived can change the world in ways we never know. How we handle one another is the measure of our worth, and it just may be the reason we were put here on this earth. So I'll settle for a life well lived. I'll settle for a job well done. I'll settle for the things my family needs and some time for a little fun. Rather have 1,000 friends than dollars when at last my race is run. Settle for a life well lived. I'll settle for a job well done. For a child who grows up knowing that his father is a man who improves the lives of others in every way that he can. There is no greater lesson, no gift that can compare, than to see firsthand a life well lived and the fruit that it can bear. So I'll settle for a life well lived, I'll settle for a job well done, I'll settle for the things my family needs and some time for a little fun. I'd rather have 1,000 friends than dollars when at last my race is run. I'll settle for a life well lived, I'll settle for a job well done. I'll settle for a life well lived, I'll settle for a job well done. I'll try to be a father with an open heart who loves his son. That's how I hope I am remembered when at last my race is run, as one who chose a life well lived and a job well done. Thank you. All right, let's see. Okay. My baby understands if I go drinking, or if I need a little time alone, and if I wanna watch a ball game, she will let me. But I have to make it up when I get home. Those luxuries, they soon come back to haunt me. For every hour I spend on me, I owe her 10. She gets me pulling weeds or doing laundry. In this game of give and take, she always wins. She's charging me interest on her loving. She compounds it daily, I can't seem to get caught up. She's charging me interest on affairs as if I'd had them, and I'm losing interest in her love. Now I know that she trusts me to be faithful. Lord knows I've never strayed, and that's a fact. But if I go out on the town, well, I swear she writes it down, 'cause she always remembers, and I have to pay her back. She's charging me interest on her loving. She compounds it daily, I can't seem to get caught up. She's charging me interest like she gave that rib to Adam, and I'm losing interest in her love. charging me interest on her loving. She compounds it daily, I can't seem to get caught up. She's charging me interest like a goddamn Visa Platinum, and I'm losing interest in her love. Yeah, I'm losing interest in her love. My friend George would say, "You don't have to work blue." I know. All right, well, this one's on the Lakewood CD. It's the first song on the Lakewood CD, and it was really written a long time ago, and it was written really way after the fact. I didn't write this back in '70, like when I wrote those other two. Those were pretty fresh when that was still going on. This one came later, but it came from it started out with that line. Now tell me, raise your hand. Have you ever been on the receiving end of this phrase? It's not you, it's me. And it comes with that look. It isn't you, it's me. It's not you. Anyway, this whole song started with that one line. The way this morning's light played on the water, shining out in all directions, made me recall your eyes and how they used to shine when you were feeling love for me. Now they've long since lost their luster. Nowadays all you can muster is a smile. And I cry not for the past I've lost, but for the future that will never be. 'Cause I looked ahead so many times, with all my days to come ahead of me. When all the trees would tower and we'd sit beneath them hours at a time. And we'd help ourselves to all the old indulgences we'd put on hold so long. And we'd reap the quiet pleasures of our love. God, it would have been so fine. But now I've lost you, and I've lost all my days to come. I guess I must have let the fun go out of loving me, 'cause you ain't loving me. Why have I lost you when I treated you so kind? What did you expect to find? You say it isn't me, it's you. There's nothing anyone can do. But how do you expect me to go on now that all my days to come are gone? The way the wind blew cold this evening on my face as you were leaving made me sigh. For the first time in years I cried the tears of a single man alone. Maybe if I was to blame, then I could stand here feeling shame instead of empty. But all I feel is sorrow for a lifetime of tomorrows that are gone. And now I've lost you, and I've lost all my days to come. I guess I must have let the fun go out of loving me, 'cause you ain't loving me. Why have I lost you when I treated you so kind? What did you expect to find? You say it isn't me, it's you. There's nothing anyone can do. But how do you expect me to go on now that all my days to come are gone? Ooh, they come and gone. We were talking about that on the porch. How do you spell wah? I love this song. My grandmother, she had a habit, a very good habit, it turns out. Kind of boring when you're a kid, but she had a really cool way of talking about everybody. She outlived a lot of people, so she talked about them all the time. And I never could figure that out as a kid, but as a grown-up, I understand that. Because I think that, really, isn't that what we all want when we're gone? Don't we want people to remember us out loud? Not just remember us, but remember us to other people. And my grandmother did that a lot, because I imagine she just missed everybody so bad. But she also wanted us kids to know, that we had this, great uncle or step uncle or something that had been important to her. So anyway, this is called Safekeeping, and I promise I'll do something uplifting after this. But in the meantime, enjoy. Older than time, weathered and lined from the years upon years, tears upon tears, she's outlasted them all. Even her children, all married and gone. So she's holding on to her memories tonight. She's holding them tight. They're her reason for living. She keeps them alive on the hope that someday she can give them away for safekeeping, and then she'll be free to move on. Neighbor's hello brings a flicker of hope, but they seldom stay long. They wave and move on, and her grandchildren call, but don't listen at all. They have lives of their own. So she's left alone with her memories tonight. She's holding them tight. They're her reason for living. She keeps them alive on the hope that someday she can give them away for safekeeping, and then she'll be free to move on. She passes them on to the few who will listen, and hopes they remember them well when she's gone. And sometimes she longs for the race to be over, and sometimes she hasn't the strength to go on. She woke up today and making her way to the kitchen for tea. She swore she could see in the light down the hall the faces of all she had loved and survived, and the whole of her life played before her as though those memories of old that she labored to save took on life of their own. And she gave up the fight and walked into the light of safekeeping. She's finally found her way home in the land of safekeeping. She's finally found her way home. Sure, she said. That's funny. She goes, "Stop, this is not a good look for me." That's funny. That's pretty good. This song I wrote for Robin, and by the way, this will do it. I think, I don't know. We're done with Nooney's list anyway. So, on this one. I'm not leaving till Monday, so I'm gonna stick around longer than probably all of you. But
I'll be here.
So yeah, I'm having fun, and I would keep doing this all night long. Good. This was Robin's birthday present last November, and I said, "What do you want for your birthday?" She goes, "A moon river." Okay. Jerome Kern, Johnny Mercer.
Whitfield.
Gershwin Brothers. Okay, that's not too tall of an order. So really what I was trying to do is write her something that she didn't really ask for that. I wanted to write her something that sounded old, but it was new, but it sounded old. Claire's version of this is so much better. If I could play it in her key, I'd have her sing it for you. I don't know how to play it in her key, but oh man, you should go on Her in the Music Room show and listen to this song. It's unbelievable. What's that keyboard player's name? Tell that guy I love it. Even when he went to majors, when I normally go to minors, I just thought, my first thought was, wait a minute, that's a major. It's supposed to be a minor, And then the more I listened to it, I thought, that's really cool. Yeah, it's unbelievable how good that is. And I also thought, well, what you write a song like this, you kind of want. I mean, your goal for it is a whole lot of people liking it enough to sing it. And you want everybody's version to kind of be different. So Claire's version is better than any version I'll ever do of it. Really is. But here's my lowly version of it. Like springtime, when all is new, when frost turns to morning dew, the dawn paints the heavens blue, when you smile at me, like sun on the window pane, as soft as a summer rain. The birds sing their sweet refrain when you smile at me. Nature in all of its wonder cannot compare with your smile. And this enchantment I'm under, I hope I stay here a while. The stars light the evening sky, the moon glows, the angels sigh, the world sings a lullaby when you smile at me. Nature in all of its wonder cannot compare with your smile. And this enchantment I'm under, I plan to stay here a while. Winter becomes the spring, church bells begin to ring, and I hear the angels sing when you smile. Thank you all very much. It's the most fun I've had in a really long time. Thank you all. What do you think?
What they say is true.
Okay.
Told you I'd be more.
You did. How about that? My sister, it became obvious to me about a month before I wrote that one for Robin that I hadn't written anything for my sister. And I thought, oh, geez, I've written one for my son. I've written a million of them for my ex-wife. I've written a whole bunch of them for Robin, and I've written one for my dad, and I thought, oh man, I need to write something for my sister. My sister's birthday was coming up in October, so I wrote her this. My mom, we lost my mom about 30 years ago, but being around my sister's the next best thing. So that's what this is about. Thank you guys for coming. They thought they were getting out unnoticed. Sometimes people talk of things they do not know, and mostly they are wrong, and that's how rumors grow. But I've heard what they say when they speak of you. This time they are right. What they say is true. You light up a room just by walking in. You wear your mama's smile. You're everybody's friend. Keeper of the flame. That's how they think of you. Well, this time they are right. What they say is true. Sometimes it's like she's never really gone, 'cause she left you behind to carry on. And all the little ways she could make you feel at home, it seems you've learned them all and made them all your own. Everybody says they see her in you. Well, this time they're right. What they say is true. It's like she's never really gone, 'cause she left you behind to carry on. And everybody says she still lives in you. Well, this time they're right. What they say is true. You keep her alive. What they say is true. Thank you very much. All right, I think that it's appropriate that we end this with the letter Z. Don't you think? Don't you think? I think there's a certain kindergarten symmetry to that. So here we go. And thank you all. God, how fun is this? This is the best place to play. It just really is. I love this. All right, let's see. It's a waltz. It's actually one of those German beer stein waltzes. It's an oompa thing. For the children, yeah. Raise a stein. Come on, kindergartners. Hold up your ale. There once was a kid named Zachary Zavala, but everyone just called him Zach. And whenever his teacher would line up the children, she would always put Zach at the back. Now Zach did not mind this arrangement at first, but it stayed this way year after year. His teacher would read off the names starting right at the bottom, and we always bring up the rear. Then something quite wonderful happened to Zach. He landed in Miss Zulu's class, and she could remember when she was a student, she always would have to be last. So whenever Miss Zulu would line up the children, she'd do the whole thing in reverse. She'd read off the names starting right at the bottom, and Zachary would always be first. That year in Miss Zulu's class seemed like a dream, but all good things surely must pass. In a world where they organize things A to Z, I guess that's the way that it just has to be. When your name just happens to start with a Z, you're probably going to be last.